You walked out of that exam and held it together. All the way down the hallway, through the parking lot, into your car, and then something just broke open. You know exactly what that feels like, the steering wheel in front of you, the engine off, and suddenly you're crying and you don't even fully know why. You didn't fail. Maybe you did fine, but something about that exam cracked you in a place that grades can't explain. And the worst part, you've done this before. After the SAT, after the AP Bio final, after that midterm you studied 12 hours for. Every single time, same parking lot, same steering wheel, same tears you don't have a clean reason for. People around you don't get it. Your roommate walks out of finals week cracking jokes. Your friend group is already talking about where to eat. And you're standing there holding yourself together with both hands, nodding along, pretending the exam didn't just hollow you out. This isn't weakness. This isn't being dramatic. There is an actual psychological reason this keeps happening to you, and nobody has ever sat down and told you what it is. You live inside a version of America that treats your academic performance like your entire identity. It started early, gold stars in 3rd grade. Honor roll certificates on the fridge. Parents who meant well but tied every compliment to a grade. You learn it fast, your worth lives in your results. And so every exam isn't just a test. It's a verdict on you, on your future, on whether you are enough. That's an unbearable amount of pressure to carry into a 50-minute multiple-choice test. By the time you're in high school or college, the stakes feel existential. Your GPA affects your scholarship affects your debt. Your debt affects the next 20 years of your life. You're not being irrational when it feels like everything is riding on this. In your nervous system, everything actually is. So when you sit down for that exam, your body is not just taking a test, it's bracing for a judgment. And the moment that exam ends, all the adrenaline and cortisol that held you together, all that controlled fear you compressed into 2 hours, it has nowhere to go, so it comes out. Your tears after exams are not about the exam. They are a pressure valve releasing weeks of compressed anxiety that had no other exit. Your body held the tension because it had to, and the second the threat was over, it let go. You cry because your nervous system finally got permission to. A lot of students who cry after exams are not crying about the grade, they are crying about the gap. The gap between how hard they tried and how uncertain the outcome still feels. You studied, you sacrificed sleep, social life, weekends. You did everything right, and you still walked out not knowing if it was enough. That uncertainty, after that much effort, is a specific kind of grief. It doesn't have a name in everyday conversation, but it is real and it is heavy. You gave everything and still couldn't guarantee the result. That's not a small thing to carry. That's exhausting in a way that goes deeper than tired. Students who cry after exams are often the ones who care the most. And caring that much, in a system that doesn't always reward effort fairly, is a form of chronic emotional labor. You're not just studying the material. You're managing your own fear, your parents' expectations, your financial reality, your self-worth, all at the same time. That's for jobs in one body. And crying is what happens when that body finally puts one of those jobs down, even for a minute. The loneliness of being a student who feels this deeply in a culture that glorifies not caring. The coolest thing you can do at an American university is seem unbothered, effortless. And here you are, caring so much it comes out of your eyes in a parking lot. That gap between who you are and who you think you're supposed to be, that's its own kind of pain. You are not too sensitive, you are not falling apart. You are a person who takes their life seriously in a system that puts enormous weight on single moments, and your emotions are responding accurately to that pressure. The crying is not the problem. The crying is the only honest thing in a process that asks you to be a machine. It means you're still human inside all of it. It means something in you is still fighting to be seen as more than a score. You don't need to stop feeling this. You need a system that deserves how much you feel. That doesn't exist yet. But you showing up anyway, crying in parking lots and walking back in the next day, that's not weakness. That's the realest kind of strength there is.